Hi guys, Brian here, and joined once again by Pterodactyl Tom.
What?
And well, today we're doing more predictions, but it's going to be slightly different. Due to time constraints, yes, we've had some issues with timing.
Sorry.
Yes. We're going to be quickly gone through everything, and we're going to be doing it for both NXT Takeover Cardiff and All Out. So both of them in the one video. We apologise for this, but you know, timing is not exactly the best, is it?
Sorry. Again.
So with that being said, we're going to start off with NXT Takeover UK, and let's get into it. But the first match that we've got is Travis Banks versus Noam Dar. Who do you think's going to win this one?
I've got Noam Dar in this.
You're taking Noam Dar to get that push.
Aye.
For me, I feel like it's going to be Travis Banks. Finally.
So next up, we've got the triple threat match for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships, which is the Grizzled Young Veterans defending their titles against Gallus, which is Mark Coffey and Wolfgang, versus Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster. Who have you got in this then, Brian?
See, my brain's telling me that the Grizzled Young Veterans are going to retain this. But my heart is saying to me Gallus. I'm going to take Gallus.
Taking Gallus.
Aye.
I'm taking the home crowd. Like home crowd heroes. Like I'm taking Mark
Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster.
Aye.
Fair enough. Next up, we've got a match that should be pretty interesting. This is a last man standing match between Joe Coffey and Dave Mastiff. Who have you got here and why?
I've got Dave Mastiff. I'm having all of Gallus lose tonight.
You're having all of Gallus losing.
I'm saying like Gallus will get involved at some point, and then so will Wild Boar, I think they're called.
Aye.
And
no, they're called the Wild Hunt.
Oh, the Wild Hunt. That's it. Sorry. I think they're going to get involved at some point, and I reckon Dave Mastiff's going to come away with a win, or else it's going to end in like a no contest. I'm
going to go same person as you, a different reason. I'm going to go with Dave Mastiff. I'm going to say that Gallus are going to win earlier on in the night, but he isn't going to pick up the Joe isn't going to pick up the victory here. He'll be the only one to lose. So next up, we've got the NXT UK Women's Championship match between Toni Storm and Kay Lee Ray. Who have you got in this one?
I've got Toni Storm. Toni Storm has to keep the title now.
Keep the shiny.
I want her to drop it to Piper Niven.
I can't go against Toni. She's fucking incredible. I don't really know what more I can say. I absolutely love Toni Storm.
So, the last but definitely not least, we have got the main event, which is for the NXT UK Championship, which is Volta defending a big strong boy, Tyler Bate.
Big strong boy.
I'm really looking forward to this match.
It's the first ever NXT UK champion versus the current NXT UK champion.
Yeah. You know, if it was like Trent Seven, it would have like changed my
answer.
I changed my answer, but this one,
You're taking Volta.
I'm taking Volta.
Big bad Volta.
I wanted every member of British Strong Style to hold the title at some point, and Trent Seven's the only one yet to hold it.
I do find it odd. Like, there's one thing that I'm going to go back to here. I'm taking Volta. But I'm saying it because I think Volta's going to retain. And then, what's his name? Bartra?
Oh, you're on about the Russian
guy. Bartra and... I'm forgetting names here.
Oh no, you're on about Barthez and... Barthez and Eichner, I think it is.
Eichner and Barthez. I feel like they're going to take the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. We're going to have a little story with Imperium holding the gold and all that lot.
I think that it will be Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster as transitional champions. Like
possibly.
They'll hold the championships for a little short period of time, and then Imperium come out and take it after them.
Possibly. It's going to be an interesting one to see. So next we move on to All Out. And again, this should be an incredible one. There's a lot of great matches on this card, but we're going to run through it really quick.
Right.
So the first match that we've got on this card is the Women's Battle Royal on the buy-in. It's the Casino Battle Royal. It's the same rules as they did with the men's.
Right.
But the winner of this will get a shot at the Women's Championship, which will debut. I think it's debuting on the first show. I'm not sure.
Right.
But aye, who have you got in this one and why?
I've got Brandy.
You taking Brandy?
I've got Brandy. I'm thinking she's going to be involved in some way in the title match for the first ever Women's Championship.
Taking Britt?
Taking Brandy.
Taking Britt Baker. Britt Baker has got to be the first champion in my opinion.
So next up we got Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans in a buy-in match.
It's a match on the buy-in.
Oh right, aye. It's got.
This is going to be high octane flips and everything. Like there's going to be so much amazement in this one match.
As Ian called it, it's going to be a flippy match.
It's going to be a flippy match. But for me in this one, I've got to go with Private Party.
I've got the same as you. I've got
Taking Private Party. It's
just mainly because they got most of the spots in the last match.
So next up, we have got SCU versus Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. Who have you got here and why?
SCU.
You taking SCU?
SCU. I can't bet against Christopher Daniels.
Fair enough. For me, I'm going to be taking Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, and Marco Stunt.
Just because you're like, what is it, the boy and his dinosaur friend?
Aye, the tag team is literally just a boy and his dinosaur. I fucking love that.
But next up, we've got a match which the stipulation is kind of like really confusing. But it's the best friends,
Chucky T,
and
and Trent Beretta.
Right, against the Dark Order. And what is it? It's a buy-in to the tag team tournament for the tag team championships or something like that.
I'm not quite sure, but let's push that to the side. I've got to say, I want best friends to win it.
But I've got Dark Order in this.
Taking Dark Order, you think they're going to get the championships?
They're so ominous right now. I don't think they're going to get the tag team championships. No.
Now we move on to a match that looks to be one of my favourites.
It's going to be fucking just insane.
It's Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc versus Joey Janela in a triple threat match.
This is just going to be carnage.
This is going to be carnage. I hope for a lot of blood. We've no really seen Jimmy Havoc bleed yet, and it's his big thing. He bleeds. So I'm hoping for a lot in this match. These three are fucking insane.
It's going to be just all out fucking war.
I'm going to love it. In this match,
well, I've got Darby Allin.
For me, I'm going to go with Janela. Janela's probably the hottest superstar out of the three. Well, I'm going to say Janela's like the crowd favourite.
You're going for the bad boy?
So I'm going for the bad boy, Joey Janela.
Fair enough. So next up, we've actually got an interesting match, which is Riho versus Hikaru Shida. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Same time, you ready?
3, 2, 1.
Riho. Next up, probably the biggest storyline build. This is Cody versus Shawn Spears. The storyline build on this has been fucking brilliant. But who have you got?
I think you're going to pick Cody in this match. So I think, in all fairness and all spirit of competition, I'll have to have Shawn Spears.
You going with Shawn Spears? For me, I'm going to go with Shawn Spears. The reason I'm going with Shawn Spears is I feel like Cody's going to get the win on the first AEW show on TV. So I feel like he won't mind taking the loss here. So next up, it was supposed to be Kenny Omega versus John Moxley. But John Moxley got injured, so instead it is
Pac versus Kenny Omega. Who have you got in this then, Brian? Seeing as it's changed now.
See, I really want to take Kenny, because out of the two of them, I feel like Kenny's the better superstar.
He's definitely the best.
It all comes down to who's the best talent, and for me, I feel like it's definitely Kenny. But I think they're going to give the win to Pac. Surrounding the controversy for last time, there was the whole he didn't want to lose and all that lot. I feel like he's getting the win here.
They could actually play on it as an actual gimmick.
Aye, they could play on it for a full thing, but aye, you're taking the same.
I'm taking Pac as well. I think they're going to build on that storyline. So next up, we've got the AAA World Tag Team Championships match, which is the Lucha Bros defending the titles against the Young Bucks. Like
in a ladder match.
In a ladder match, but like, yes, we all know who's going to win it. It's going to be the Lucha Bros.
Lucha Bros are going to take this. So the main event is to crown the first ever AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and it is Chris Jericho versus Hangman Adam Page. Who have you got here and why?
Like, either of them are deserving fucking first champions, like definitely. But I've got Chris Jericho in this. Jericho, like, this will be his crowning. I'm the best in the whole company now. All you have to think, you know, I
See, the way I was looking at it, right, is I was looking at it as Chris Jericho had put over the fresh new talent guy, like let him build and shit like that.
But it's Chris Jericho.
But
this is his best gimmick.
At the same time, I'm thinking Chris Jericho is a massive, massive talent. You put the championship on him, you're bringing in the viewers.
Aye, definitely.
So it's that 50-50ness of it. Is it going to be the fresh new face, the one who probably a lot of people don't know unless you're, you know, like ingrained in indie wrestling? Or is it going to be
like the man,
the superstar?
The superstar who's worked everywhere. Everybody knows who Chris Jericho is.
Exactly. Do you know what? I've got to go with Paige on this one. But there you go. Sorry we had to run through it so quick and we couldn't really go into pure specifics. I know we managed to get a few in there.
Yep.
But since we're only doing the one video, there's only going to be the one punishment. And the punishment is...
it's taking a choke slam on a steel chair.
That's right. What we're going to do is we're going to fold out the steel chair as if it was, you know, being put out for a seat, and somebody's getting choke slammed onto it. It could break our back, could permanently paralyse us. Fun. Like I say, really sorry for the quick one, but we hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you look forward to NXT Takeover Cardiff and All Out. If you did like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Boys.
Whoa!